It's time to talk about the PVL because we are 2 weeks, so less than 2 weeks away
right.
from the start of another conference, the All-Filipino. But for you, what are you looking forward to first and foremost before we talk about the new players and their new teams?
I mean, I believe it has been the busiest off-season for a while in PVL. A lot of transfers in terms of, player movements because of the two teams that is not joining PVL right now. And I think that's very exciting because it's another opportunity for players to grow and for teams to actually learn how to utilize all the talents that they have right now. So I believe the level of play in PVL just continues to, move higher and higher every season.
Yeah, and parang nangyari, partner, is nabukasan man ng team, pero yung talent level ng mga ibang teams bumigat. Which means the games are just going to be crazier. So let's start with the first, move that is the headliner, I suppose, for the PVL. The move back to the PVL. She's back, Eya Laure.
Eya Laure, the most awaited for sure. The talk of the town because the community has been wondering saan siya mapupunta. We know
Pabalik ba siya? Alam mo yun?
We know all the team wants an Eya Laure in their squad, but Choco Mucho won that, having Eya Laure in their team, and that's very big. Because, I mean, the dynamic duo of CC Rondina and Eya Laure, I know is something that everyone is very much excited to see. But I just know that having Eya Laure back in the PVL and being in Choco Mucho just adds to their firepower and that competitiveness that Choco Mucho has always been known for. And Eya Laure has always got that fighting spirit, that never say die attitude with her.
Tapos tangan-tangan pa dip yung mga ibang kakampi sa UST, di ba?
Oh, kasama pa, di ba?
May Vicar's there, Caitlin comes back.
Din.
Right.
Speaking of, dahil nga, of course, one thing to find your team, and then what about the fit? What do you think about the fit of Eya with these players of Choco Mucho?
And CC coming back, of course.
Well, definitely there will always be adjustment in any movement in players in a new team. May adjustment period talaga. But I would say it won't be like a difficult adjustment. As Boom mentioned, she has, former teammates from UST there, and I'm sure CC Rondina won't make it difficult for Eya Laure to adjust in Choco Mucho. And I think more than the adjustment period, I think Eya Laure has got a lot of national team experience, and that really adds up to her confidence and, just the maturity that she has. And I think she can carry herself in a certain way that she can easily adapt in whichever team she plays
and
for.
The fans, man. The fans. Her fans, Choco Mucho fans together. That's going to be crazy.
What about fans of Petrogas na baka lumipat sa NXLED because their core obviously have transferred to the Chameleons. Brooke, Sickle, MJ, Phillips, and the rest of those players are now with the Chameleons. What can you say about this move? I
mean, for me, it's unfortunate that Petrogas could not continue their momentum after winning 2 championships last year. But then NXLED also did a big move of signing 11 players coming from Petrogas. Basically, the core lineup of Petrogas
para sila naging champion team.
Exactly. It's in NXLED right now. So if you ask me if they will be a contender, yes, they will be a contender this conference. NXLED definitely will be big contenders because of all the player acquisition that they have. Brooke, Sickle, MVP, MJ Phillips, MVP. NXLED has always struggled in closing out games, in finishing games, but they have challenged higher-ranked teams. But now they have players who have championship experience. So that problem sort of sorts out itself. But again, let's see how Coach Ettore Guidetti will utilize all the talents that he has.
Sabi ni Coach Ettore, if he has pressure now to deliver because of the players that he has, I've had bigger problems in the past. He said, I welcome...
Good problems.
Yeah, I welcome this challenge. It's like a Petrogas team partner that got younger. It's that... yung younger core, kasi nandun pa rin sila Permentilla, ngayon all of these other girls, and then Jules Tolentino will, in the confidence that she had in their championship run, will now be with them. So From the holdovers of NXLED, sino nakikita mo partner na who will have a major role?
I mean, Leon de Guzman has, had a good rookie conference. She was the leading scorer for NXLED. From the get-go, she proved that she belongs in the pro scene. But I think what's extra motivating now, especially for the players coming into NXLED, is yes, they have all the experiences of championships, but NXLED doesn't have a history of this.
Yes.
So now they will have the opportunity to start that legacy building in terms of, being contenders, being, the big team now in the PVL.
Winning culture.
Yep, winning culture.
Yeah, it'll be entertaining to see the mix of veterans and the young core of NXLED. Now, let's talk about another big move. Veteran legend Aiza Pontillas, diba? Part of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. We had them on the show, some of the new acquisitions of Galeries Tower. They were excited, they were ecstatic na magiging kakampi nila si Aiza Pontillas.
I would
diba? But how big is this for a young franchise, for a young team, to have someone like her lead and guide the young ones?
Oh, that's huge for them, for sure, because like the other teams before who were young, we're talking about Zeus Coffee, Farm Fresh. The issue has always been, where is the veteran? Because you will need a veteran in the team. Then veteran players came into these teams, and Galleries were sort of left out in terms of, that kind of picture into their lineup. And right now, they have Aiza Pontillas, probably the most veteran in the team. I think it's really her leadership and experience that Galleries will have the luxury of learning from. But I'm also interested how she will react to this kind of environment. She's always played with other veteran players, and now she is playing with youngsters, and players coming from all different PVL teams. So this is a team for sure compared to all the other teams who will need to build that chemistry, that team cohesion, and she will be in the forefront of that, in the center of that. And she's always been quiet in the timeout. So it's interesting to, maybe I'm quite excited to see if she'll be more vocal, if what kind of leader she will be for the Galleries.
And she hasn't really been playing a lot recently also. So I'm also interested to see how much are they going to use Aiza in this new team of theirs. So we will, I guess, wait for that. And we're happy for Galleries and, of course, our friend Juju na makakasama niyan. All right. There was also a haul in the side of Zeus and Farm Fresh.
Yes.
And it's not yet been decided where these players are, but who are the big players that you're looking out for?
For SJ, definitely Ara Galang, probably one of their biggest acquisition. Ara Galang has had, a very decorated collegiate career in the pros even. I think she's one of the players who embraced her versatility. She played open for her entire career till she got into Cheritigo, which she was converted as an opposite. And I think that gave her, an added skill set and actually gave her the advantage compared to other players also having to play both positions. And I think that's something that Zeus Coffee or Farm Fresh will be able to enjoy as well. But regardless where she goes, what team she goes for, I'm just sure that she will be able to contribute. And that also just means that, Farm Fresh and Zeus are coming in with a stacked lineup this conference.
Yeah, she had that resurgence, diba? Past couple of conferences,
sure.
finals pa yung Cheritigo.
She's
But
in great shape.
yeah, whether it's Farm Fresh or Zeus, what does she bring to the table? And I don't know kasi
Ito mas magandang
parang alam
tanong
ko nga
partner.
yan
Saan mo siya
Yun
gustong
nga.
makita? Kung ikaw lang, where do you think will she be needed more? Of course, marami tayong hindi alam, but, just as a fan, where do you think?
Baka nakikinig sila, biglang pakinggan yung sasabihin.
Definitely, Farm Fresh will benefit
Okay.
from the experience of Ara Galang. Trisha Tubo is a spectacular opposite, attacker. But she also, I believe when she sat here in the show, she also mentioned she has much to learn from, the experiences, their loss, especially, I think, in that quarterfinals. They swept the Reinforced Conference. They lost in that one game match. So she's still young in terms of handling the pressure of the bigger games.
I see your
so
point.
having Ara Galang in that position who has that experience in handling pressure and just facing it and just being able to play her game despite the pressure, that the environment and the game is putting into her is going to be big for Farm.